Alright, let's dive into something that's got the music world buzzing right now. Imagine this. Over 80 minutes of never-before-seen Led Zeppelin footage from 1970 just dropped online. Yeah, you heard that right, 80 minutes. Personally, I think this is one of those moments that reminds us why the internet can still be magical. But here's the thing, this isn't just any old concert footage. This is Led Zeppelin at a pivotal moment in their career, and what makes this really interesting is how it captures the band on the brink of something massive. First off, let's talk about the context. This footage is from the Bath Festival of Blues and Progressive Music in 1970. Now, if you take a step back and think about it, this was a time when Led Zeppelin was still defining their sound, still figuring out who they were as a band. They hadn't even released Led Zeppelin 3 yet, and here they are, playing Immigrant Song live for the first time. That alone is huge. But what many people don't realize is that this performance was a turning point for them. It was their biggest UK show at the time, with 5 encores and rave reviews. In my opinion, this is where they cemented their legacy as one of the greatest live acts ever. Now, let's talk about the footage itself. It's raw, it's grainy, and it's far from perfect. The filmmakers, Peter Whitehead and Ernie Vinch, showed up late and used film stock meant for daytime shooting, so a lot of it is dark. The audio? It's pieced together from portable reel-to-reel recordings and audience tapes. Honestly, it's a miracle this even exists. But here's the thing, that's exactly what makes it so special. It's not polished, it's not studio perfect, and that's the beauty of it. It feels real, it feels alive, and it gives us a glimpse into a moment that was never meant to be preserved. One detail I find fascinating is the backstage footage. You get to see Jimmy Page with his then-girlfriend Charlotte Martin, Robert Plant goofing around, and John Bonham just being John Bonham. These are the kinds of moments that humanize the legends, you know? It's easy to forget that these were just young guys figuring it out, and this footage reminds us of that. But let's zoom out for a second. Why does this matter beyond just being cool for fans? Well, from my perspective, this footage is a time capsule. It's a snapshot of a band at a crossroads, a band that would go on to redefine rock music. It's also a reminder of how fragile history can be. This footage was rumored for decades, and now it's finally here, thanks to film archivist Led Zeppelin. If you ask me, this is a monumental addition to the Led Zeppelin canon, not just for fans, but for anyone who cares about music history. Here's where it gets really interesting, though. This isn't just about nostalgia. It's about understanding the evolution of a band, the evolution of rock itself. Led Zeppelin's acoustic set at Bath, including That's the Way, was a bold move at the time. It showed they weren't just about heavy riffs and screaming vocals, they had depth, they had range. And that, in my opinion, is what set them apart. This footage lets us see that experimentation in real time, and it's absolutely fascinating. So, what's the bigger takeaway here? Personally, I think this is a reminder of why we need to preserve these moments. Music history isn't just about the albums or the charts, it's about the live performances, the raw energy, the mistakes, and the magic. This footage is a gift, and it raises a deeper question. How much more is out there, waiting to be discovered? As we wrap this up, I'll leave you with this thought. Led Zeppelin's legacy isn't just about their songs, it's about moments like these. Moments that remind us why we fell in love with music in the first place. So, if you haven't already, go check out this footage. It's not just for die-hard fans, it's for anyone who wants to witness history unfolding. And who knows? Maybe it'll inspire you to dig a little deeper into your own favorite bands. After all, you never know what you might find.